Yesterday, I finished with population dynamics. Can you just briefly say me what were the vocabularies in population dynamics and what important points we studied there? Any one of you or one by one? Yes,
Competition,
Zishan, Dana, can you just say me? What did we
competition,
study in population dynamics?
what? What?
What did we study in population dynamics?
About competition. About abiotics and biotic factor
Hmm?
and population
Mm-hmm.
and um commun
We studied about
community.
communities, competition,
Yeah. Cooperating.
cooperation, correct?
Carrying capacity.
Yes.
Um, limiting factor.
Limiting factor, correct?
Limiting factor
Hmm.
and
So today we will start with interaction in communities. Girls, when I say interaction in communities, what do you understand with the word interactions?
when when you're
How
bonding.
they, like example, if I say, how am I interacting with you now? Through Zoom. Or how do they talk to each other? We have a common language. Though we are not from the same country, we have a common language. I can speak to you in English, right? Or I can talk. There is a language like that. Even they have interactions. Even animals, they have interactions. And when I talk about communities, let's start and see what they hear, what they ask you. And let me know if you can hear me, okay?
Okay.
Welcome to the lesson, Interactions
Can you hear that?
Yes.
in
Yeah, I can.
Communities. In this lesson, you'll learn how organisms live and interact with each other in an ecosystem. The vocabulary words for this lesson are predator, prey, symbiosis, mutualism, commensalism, parasitism, and competition.
Don't panic with those words, girls. It's very simple and they're really interesting. I think you know about predator and prey, right? Predator and prey. Come on, Dana, tell me. Predator and prey. When lion is attacking a rabbit or lion is attacking some animal, who's the predator and who's the prey here?
The prey is the rabbit and the predator is the lion.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so you know about predator and prey. So we'll just briefly go with this vocabulary and coming to the other ones, those are new for you. Symbiosis. Judy, please read with me here. Symbiosis.
You can often define an unknown word.
I'm saying
if
read
you-
read the vocabularies here. Symbiosis.
Oh. Predator, prey, symbiosis,
Mutualism. Mutualism. You know the word mutual? The word mutual means like both together, agree for something, or both together, work for something with both of their agreement. Like example, I will say Dana and Judy is working mutually for the project. They both have the same contribution. They both get equal, like example, if you do a project, both of you contributed same amount of your hard work and your belongings, so you'll get same marks, right? That's what mutual comes.
Okay.
Click each word to learn more about it. One of the most basic ways that organisms interact together occurs when one organism eats another. This
What is it called, girls, when one eats another? What is it called, this arrow mark? And what is it, starting with the producer, and then comes the primary consumer, and next is the secondary consumer, then is the tertiary consumer. So what is it called, girls? What is this called? When you show an organism with the arrow marks?
Oh, a food web.
A food chain, or if they're multiple, it's called food web.
Interaction can be illustrated by a food web.
They have shown you a food web here, and they're showing you the plant is there. You can see a fly, you can see a sparrow, and then a wolf and the rabbit.
A predator is an animal that eats another animal to get the energy and nutrients it needs. The animal a predator eats is called its prey. Predators and prey have traits that help them survive. Many predators have excellent senses to help them find their prey. For example, many birds of prey, such as bald eagles, have great vision that lets them see a fish, mouse, or other prey from a great distance.
Imagine those birds are in the sky, the bald eagles. They're in the sky, but their vision, their eyes are so strong. Their vision is so clear that even from the distance, they can see the fish, the mouse, or the other prey. They can see and they can come and attack. Okay?
Bald eagles also have sharp talons to capture their prey and hooked beaks that let them tear into flesh easily.
They have hooked beaks. What's the meaning of hooked beak? You know that a hook where you put your abaya on, or you know there's a kind of curve hook. Okay, like that. It's a hooked beak. That means it's very easy for them and it's very sharp to tear the flesh immediately.
Some prey species, such as fish, have slick bodies that let them move quickly to avoid being caught. Prey species might also have some sort of camouflage that helps them blend in with their surroundings. Each organism on the page is either a predator or...
Because I didn't want to explain you much about the predators and prey because you already know it. So please, can you just drag the organisms where you think they belong? Predators are?
Lion, bear,
Okay, lion.
bear,
How about the ants? I think ant or fly. Prey. 1 second. Rabbit. Polar bear.
predator,
What's this? Plant, prey, of course. Owl is a predator of what do owl eat, girls?
rabbit. No.
It's a prey. And deer, again, it's a prey of the lion again.
The great horned owl, lion, polar bear, and spider all eat other organisms for food, so they are predators. The rest of the animals are prey. Predators and their prey live together in a community. Competition occurs when organisms fight for the same limited resource. Organisms compete for resources such as food, water, sunlight, shelter.
In the previous lesson, we have already studied about competition, how they compete for food, water, sunlight, shelter, and mates also. They compete for that.
And mates. Competition may occur between members of the same species, or they may occur between members of different species. Members of the same species, such as two stags, may compete for mates, territory, and food resources. Members of different species often compete with one another for food resources.
They're saying if they're same species, they compete for like mates. If they're different species, they compete for food. And now here goes. I have one more thing to show you. The virtual lab, we call it as virtual lab because you all are not attending lab. We have something called as virtual lab in this website, and it's really interesting. We will see what is it actually about today. Competing.
Welcome to the lesson, Competing for Resources. In this lesson, you'll investigate how various species in an ecosystem interact with each other when competing for the same resources.
Same resources include, it might be same shelter, it might be same food, or same mate, okay?
You'll carry out various simulations to study the effect that sharing resources can have on several species. What do you think will happen to American alligators after a non-native reptile species is introduced into the Florida Everglades ecosystem? The Burmese python is a non-native snake species that recently invaded the Everglades. Many people bought the pythons as pets, then released them into the Everglades when they thought they could no longer take care of them. These snakes can grow to more than 6 meters or 20 feet in length. What impact do you think the pythons might have on the Everglades ecosystem and the other species living there? Type your answer in the box.
Tell me, girls.
Then click
Mrs. Lagging.
The question is here, what impact do you think the pythons, these pythons, maybe people are taking them as a pet, they're not from America, and they're Burmese, and then they release in a pond. Okay, so what impact do you think the pythons might have on the Everglades ecosystem? What will happen to these American alligators? Competition will increase. Am I right? More competition.
Yes.
You will be able to explore this kind of question in this investigation.
After you investigate,
Ecologists can study competition by using computer simulations.
okay, wait.
You will use a computer simulation to explore the competition of different species for the same limited resources. But first, let's understand some basic concepts.
Girls, even the website you cannot hear properly. You cannot hear.
Your voice was created.
Let me try again. Wait. It will be now okay, okay? Listen to it now. I hope it will be okay now, girls. Let us see.
In any community, whether it's in the Everglades, an ocean, or a forest ecosystem, species compete for resources. Click each image to explore this concept. Kudzu is a vine that competes with trees for sunlight and nutrients. It is sometimes called the mile-a-minute vine because it grows so fast. Here, it covers an entire forest. How do you think this will affect the plants underneath?
Of course, the competition will be more, right? If imagine it's covering all the forest, it's one, it's with its, they're saying it will increase so fast.
Competition may occur within the same animal species. Male zebras compete during mating season to get the attention of the females. This can often result in injury or death, thereby reducing their numbers. Competition occurs between species. For example, hyenas and vultures compete for food, which in this case is the remains of a dead animal.
Of course, the one which is stronger will succeed, and the weaker one, will die, and that's what it affects the population.
Sometimes
I even tried with the other internet. I don't know what happened to it. I don't think so. I can play the video, continue the video. I'll try doing your book, student edition. I think the subscription is finished and they are not even letting us access the. Oof, what do I do today?
predators and their prey live together in a
We'll
community.
continue this because virtual lab is also not coming, okay? And even I cannot access to your book today. I don't know why. Hello, you will watch this.
Competition occurs when organisms fight for the same limited resource. Organisms compete for resources such as food, water, sunlight, shelter, and mates. Competition may occur between members of the same species, or they may occur between members of different species. Members of the same species, such as two stags, may compete for mates, territory, and food resources. Members of different species often compete with one another for food resources. Not all interactions between species can be categorized as predator and prey.
This is something new for you all girls. Parasitism mutualism and commensalism. Each one of it, listen to it and I'll explain you one by one. This is very important part and this is something new for you all. You all did not study before about parasitism,
Okay.
mutualism and commensalism. These
Okay.
are of symbiosis. These are types of symbiosis.
Symbiosis.
Symbiosis refers to a close, long-term relationship between different species in a community.
Symbiosis means it's a relationship between one animal to the another animal. It can be same species or it can be different species.
Organisms in a symbiotic relationship live in close contact with each other. In fact, in some cases, one organism may even live in or on the other organism.
Imagine, girls, the main thing to get explained in symbiosis is that there is a very, very close relationship between two animals. Sometimes they even live inside the body. Like example, virus inside my body. Okay, it's living inside my body and it is it getting infected or I am getting infected?
I'm getting
I am
infected.
getting infected and virus, he is very happy or it is very happy. It is getting something good for him and bad for me. So one good and one bad or both good or both bad. Understood? Both can be harmful or one will be affected with a good way and the other will be harmed. Like me, I'm harmed here and the virus is not. Or sometimes both will, mutually help each other by living or staying together. So one by one, I will explain. With the name, you can know that mutualism is both are getting affected. Okay, you learn about parasitism and commensalism now.
organism. Click each image to learn more about each type of symbiosis. Parasitism is a symbiotic relationship in which one organism benefits from the relationship while the other organism, the host, is harmed.
So girls, remember para, I already explained you, it's virus. The best example for parasitism is virus. That one gets affected in a good way and it harms the other one. The host is getting a very good benefit from it and it harms the other one, okay? So this is parasitism. It's a symbiotic relationship in which one organism benefits from the relationship while the other organism, the host, is harmed, okay?
Okay.
So we are the host. When the virus enters, we are the host, but we are harmed.
Here, a mistletoe plant has attached itself to a tree. The mistletoe will feed off its plant host, which will eventually die. That's a relationship you don't want to be in.
And usually we don't like to be in such relationship that, we don't love to invite the virus. We just hate it because we don't want to get infected. So that's why they say it's not a good relationship. Nobody likes the one to enter into our body to harm us, right? That's what they say. That's a relationship you don't want into it. You don't want to be in. Now coming to commensalism.
Commensalism is a relationship in which one organism benefits and the other organism is unaffected. In other words, it's a great relationship for one and not bad for the other. Here, barnacles attach to the crab's shell. The barnacles can eat plankton found around the crab shell. This doesn't hurt the crab, but it doesn't help it either.
See here, in commensalism, yes, one is going to the other and it is getting a useful benefit from it. But that doesn't mean it is helping the other animal. No, nothing happens to the other one. It neither gets benefit nor harm. Nor it is harmed. Like example, something enters into my body, but it is getting useful. It's benefited from me, but it doesn't affect me. It doesn't give me any use. It doesn't give me any flaws. Okay. So that is called as commensalism, in which one is benefited and the other, it doesn't matter at all. once more so that you read it.
Commensalism is a relationship in which one organism benefits and the other organism is unaffected.
Unaffected.
In other words, it's a great relationship for one and not bad for the other. Here, barnacles attach to the crab's shell. The barnacles can eat plankton found around the crab shell. This doesn't hurt the crab, but it doesn't help it either.
So girls, did you understand these three things perfectly? Mutualism is left.
Mutualism is a relationship in which both organisms benefit. In other words, both organisms get something good out of the relationship. In the case of the ant and the acacia plant, the ant protects the acacia plant from leaf-eating herbivores, and the plant provides the ants with shelter and nectar. Both species benefit.
See, even before I told you, like example, these ants, or you can say bees and nectar, when it goes, it leaves something for good for a plant and takes something good for herself from the plant, right? The honeybee, the female bee. So both are getting useful. So that is called mutualism. Parasitism, the host is affected, the host is harmed. That is parasitism. In commensalism, one is actually gets the benefit and the other is unaffected. Okay, so this was clearly about symbiosis. And enough for today.
Okay.
And girls, did I give you the last lessons, what do you call it, as question and answers? I think no.
No.
I will give you, inshallah, okay? I will send you in the group.
Okay.
Take care, girls.
Okay.
One more thing, girls, grade 7 girls, please, you need to enter now. If you have minute, please enter now and solve. There are 4 questions I gave you. 4 questions.
No.
Please, can you see now there? Check now, everyone, for 5 minutes. Very simple questions, 4 questions.
No.
The lesson was the second lesson. That is role of ecology. I mean, role something.
Miss the online homework?
Yes, you have online homework. Check on the website.
Yeah, Miss, I'm in the website.
Whenever I give you, I will just tell you like this to.
We have online homework.
Yes, role in lesson number 2. Is it there? Can you see, girls?
Okay, wait.
Because I think only till evening. Only you have time till evening that you can.
No, Miss, there's nothing.
Honestly, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Allah. Okay, I will recheck and see what can I do. Okay.
Okay.
Take care, girls.
Okay.